All right, we are doing an emergency meal this evening. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I am putting together, show you how just a few ingredients can make such a difference when your plans go awry or you're like us and we don't actually have plans. This evening's emergency meal is going to be a version of a whole food spaghetti. So what is an emergency meal? Don't forget, we talked about this earlier this week where we talked about you need to have meals that are available, whether it's in your pantry or it's in your freezer. Something that you can pull together last minute when either the meeting goes late or the kids' game goes long or you forgot to prepare the meal earlier in the day, whatever it is. So we are starting with our base. In my last IGTV video, talked about every emergency meal has to start with a base of a protein, and I walked you through all the proteins that I have in my freezer, that I keep in my freezer. This is a spaghetti dish. This evening, we are doing ground turkey, but we could do ground beef, and I use ground beef often when I make this meal. I have done chicken. It's not my preferred to match chicken with marinara. There is shrimp options, so there are lots and lots of options. You could even, if you're vegetarian, throw in something like chickpeas or some beans. All right, so I have in my skillet, this is on and hot, I am browning my ground turkey. I actually did throw in an onion, but that's just because it was here and I was gonna have to throw it away if I didn't use it, so I chopped up an onion. I have the turkey browning right now. I used just one of the packages of the ground turkey from Costco. That was it. Took it out of the freezer, thawed it in the sink really quick, and now it's browning. The next thing I'm going to do, and I know this is reverse for you, but this is a frozen, marinated eggplant, zucchini, and red peppers. This nutrition fact says it is for 4 servings, so that works out pretty easily for us because there's 4 of us, but I use the whole bag. What I do is I pull this out of the freezer and I chop it up frozen. Like literally chop them all up frozen. Once my turkey is ground, I'm gonna add these frozen vegetables, but they are an Italian style with the eggplant, the red peppers, they're already marinated a little bit. Once they have thawed, then I add my spaghetti sauce. The Rao's Homemade is one of my favorites because it is absolutely clean. There are several different types of this brand, as well as lots of marinaras are clean. Something you really want to look for is make sure there's no sugar added and make sure it's only extra virgin olive oil or olive oil used within the sauce. Trader Joe's also has a great one that's actually in the refrigerated section. It's over there by the salsas and the pizza sauces. They have a great one that is natural and clean whole food ingredients. So remember, ground turkey, once that's browned, I'm gonna add the frozen vegetables literally straight out of the freezer. I chop them up. It's easier to chop them frozen. When they have softened, I add my sauce. We have a puppy. It's gonna bark. So then I add the sauce, and that is it. But we still need a pasta, right? These are 2 brands that I am keeping in my pantry right now. The Banza is made from chickpeas, and their ingredients: chickpeas, tapioca, pea protein, and xanthan gum. And that's it. Is it 100% clean? Not technically, but when we're talking about emergency meal, this is a great, great option. They have lots of different styles of pasta. They have a penne, this is a shells, they have spaghetti, strands. This is just what we happen to have. This is Pau pasta, which is a lentil pasta, and I have found that the lentil pasta works well also, but the black bean pasta, we are not a fan. It has not been approved by my children, so The POW, this is the green lentil, there's a red lentil as well, and I've seen that it works A-okay. So I'm just gonna cook the pasta. Sometimes I stir it in with the sauce. Sometimes I just, like normal spaghetti, put the pasta, pour the sauce on top. Because it is filled with vegetables, there's nothing else you have to do. You don't have to worry about chopping up vegetables and roasting it, and it really, really beefs up the volume to be large enough for the whole family. So that is today's emergency meal. I will take a picture, and when I post it here on Instagram and in Facebook, I will make sure you see the final product. You guys have a great evening.